Hi everybody, this is Andy Chan. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm an RCIC, and in this particular watch list, what I do is I give away for free a spreadsheet model for various PNP and express entry and federal skilled worker scoring. I have a link in the description. So this channel is obviously meant for other immigration practitioners. And I keep this content in a separate watch list. So before I get into today's content, so if you are looking to immigrate to Canada, what I've done is I really love how the Canadian Immigration Institute, how they help people with their application for express entry, because I really think if you are along that path already, odds are your language ability in English is good enough for you to understand the process on your own. So I've got an affiliate code with the Canadian Immigration Institute, and I leave that on my website and in most of my videos. But anyways, so back to what I was getting to at before. I graduated from my immigration program back in 2020. I was traveling a lot, and I thought it'd be nice to have like something to do. So I graduated back then, and even back then when I did the module on economic programs, I was a little surprised that I wasn't given a spreadsheet just to calculate scoring. I mean, you know, express entry, federal skilled worker. I would have thought, I would have been given a spreadsheet file to do a quick and easy calculation. And so when I first did a few cases just to help a friend of mine, that's really dawned on me that, hey, maybe not only should I build my own, obviously, which I've done, but I could maybe expand that. Like, for example, the first case I helped with was for BC PNP, and as you know, each province, they do their own calculation, and you can't really copy the express entry to another provincial one, not really, because they all want to have their own version of a calculation. Some do have a calculation, some just looking for a minimum qualification such as work experience and language ability. So now I've started this new channel, and I was a little hesitant to create the content of this particular video. This is one of the major building blocks that I use over and over again. So today's video, I'll show you how I calculate scoring. And the reason why I was hesitant to, I've never created a video on this, even though I've been creating videos for a while now. I never created a video on this because, frankly, calculating age is really boring. It's really straightforward. Like, if you're familiar with Excel, you'll find this incredibly boring. But if you're new to Excel, if you're new to spreadsheets, then there is some value in what I'm about to show you. So what I'll do is I'll walk you through how I calculate the scoring, and then I'll walk you through where I'm getting the information from. Because once you see, as an RCIC or an immigration lawyer, once you see the reason why I'm doing it, then you'll say, oh, okay, this is why I laid things out in a spreadsheet the way that I have. And I think it'll be pretty self-evident. So I'm just trying to match some of the formatting to each provincial PNP as much as possible. I'll be honest, my formatting in this file isn't the best. But anyways, since I'm giving away the file for free, you as an immigration practitioner can do what you please with it. And obviously I've got basically every single province in here now, including the Atlantic program. So frankly, if a certain province or provinces isn't part of your practice, you literally just have to hide it. So if you're in BC like I am, you'll obviously want to look at Express Entry, Federal Skilled Worker, and the BC PNP. Just to have like a way to help you one, evaluate that particular client, but secondly, as part of your submission package, you may want to have your own calculation, inside your Word document or your PDF, or actually your PDF, and then just send that along as a summary, and then show the officer how you went about doing things. So what I'll do is I'll walk through the calculations that I have at this point in time, and I think there is a little bit of value, but again, it's I'm going to be showing formulas and how the formulas work and everything, so it's probably not the most interesting. And if you're already familiar with what I've done, you could probably skip this video. So anyways, let me get out to the spreadsheet, and we'll get started. So, and as you probably got a glimpse of it, I'm using a free video capturing software. I'm about to switch over to Camtasia. I've used Camtasia before, but yeah, this free one, it's a little weird. So anyways, I trust you see the web page that I'm at. This is the scoring for Express Entry, and I went down to the scoring for the age, so with the spouse or without a spouse, and these are the two columns. So these two columns of data I put inside my Excel file. So say for example, and I'll just go to my Excel file now, I'll go to the data entry tab, and I'll scroll up to where the data entry is for the birth date. I think it's up here. Scroll up, spouse's birth date. I'm getting warmer. So this is the work area, birthday. Okay, so this is my sample candidate's birthday. Let's go with she. She is 25 years old. I already determined she has 100 points from this. And let me go over here, and we've already identified in this particular case that there's an accompanying spouse. Say for example that there isn't one. There's no spouse. And I scroll down. Here's a birth date, and I already know, based on these formulas, she will get 110 points based on her age. So why don't we play around with the age a bit and say, let's say she's older, 2007. No, that's way too old. Let me go with 1997. Let's go with 2005. Let's go to 2005. Oh no, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. 1990. So she's really old now. So she's 32. Her score, and she doesn't have a spouse, drops down to 94. And let's go with the fact that she does have a spouse, and it should go down even further. Scroll back down here. Points drop down to 85. And so you think, well, how do I know that this is working? So I'll show you how I went about building this particular formula that this cell is based on. So let me just get there really quick. So back to the web page I was looking at. It's from the federal government, and here's this grid of data. On the left column is the age, the points with a spouse, the points without a spouse. So this information I keyed in a tab called lookup, and I scroll over here. Here's the age, here's the CR score with a spouse, CR score without a spouse. And that's, so basically what I've done is I'm using Excel, and I'm using a formula to look up this information. And let me go to Excel. Sorry, not to Excel, but where that formula is over here, and I'm basically saying whether or not is a spouse, look up the age, which is column A, to the appropriate column. So in this case, B is let's see, B is with a spouse, and then over here C is without a spouse. And it's literally as simple as that. So it's one of the built-in formulas in Excel that helps you look at a column of data, compares one column, and then it returns the value from the matching value in the one column to another one. Sorry, I got a phone call. So that's how the formula works. So this is for the CRS score. So where I use this, and let me see if I can do a quick trace dependence. I'll show you exactly where it's referenced. So I have a report, and this is for CRS scoring. I formatted this one in the using an invitation to apply letter. I think I'm using the same kind of categories, but so I've got that value over here inside the candidate score. So to quickly summarize at least this particular step, I've taken the birth date, obviously calculate the age, pretty simple, but then I use those lookup formulas to calculate the candidate score of 85 based on looking up the age from one of these two columns. All right. So now I thought, so when I first did that, I thought, oh, this is pretty straightforward. And then what I've obviously did, if you can, see the spreadsheet, these are all the programs that this model has now. So not only do you have the CRS score, a Federal Skilled Worker score. So let me show you. This is CRS. This is the Federal Skilled Worker web page. And I'm taking the values from, scroll down over here. So I've got these two columns in the spreadsheet. Then provincially, this is Manitoba. They have their own grid. So here's the Manitoba values. Skilled worker overseas, expression of interest. For some, well, I know why. Manitoba, this is the skilled worker overseas. And here's the age for expression of interest. Note the values are different. So when you have it in a grid like this, the values are important within the grid itself, but there's no meaning from one column to the next because each province has their own program. So that's why you see these different columns. So next is Saskatchewan. These are these Saskatchewan values. So basically I sat down, put on all these values over here. Then next one is Quebec. And here's the Quebec values over here. It starts at 16 and I've got it over here. Oh, and so I shouldn't skip over this really, but in Quebec and on all the other ones, here's the Quebec report. And I think this is the standard regular skilled worker program. So I try to format this in the same way. So I've tried to format this the same way as this. Using a spreadsheet, it's, again, not the best. Let me just go back. I think Manitoba, the age score for expression of interest and skilled worker overseas. Okay. So and obviously not every province has an age score, right? So I've done Quebec. Spousal, yeah. There's a score for the common law spouse too. That was further down here. I think this is the principal applicant. I think the age is down here for the spouse. And so obviously it's just a separate column for me. New Brunswick. New Brunswick is over. Is this New Brunswick? Yeah, which province is this? I'm just getting lost now. Oh yeah, this is New Brunswick, so I can tell from the GNB. Here's the age score, pretty straightforward. Well, it's all in here. Okay, so Newfoundland, they have two separate scoring over here. This is one of them. I'm not going to show them all. This is from the Priority Skills Guide. This is age scoring for in-demand work. This particular province, I didn't do the higher ed one. It was very focused on attending a certain university, so I didn't really fill this one. Yeah, in-demand academic. I don't think I did that one. So anyways, this is the scoring for the in-demand work. Next one, PEI. Okay, so they have a work document called the PEI Workforce Application Guide. They have 5 different scoring here, plus another 2 for express entry. So this is the maximum for the age, okay, here, and you can see the URL that I'm getting this from. And then this is the breakout. So it's so for each of the 5 programs, it's a little different. I think what I did was, yeah, I think I realized 4 of these are the same except for international graduate. So these are the columns that I have for the workforce application guide. There's another 2 for the they have another scoring for express entry again, and that's a little different. Okay, so basically I explained how I came up with the age scoring for CRS, Federal Skilled Worker, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Quebec, New Brunswick, and PEI. Okay, and you know, and I pulled everything directly from the websites that I just showed you. So this is Federal Skilled Worker. Oh, sorry, this is CRS. This one's Federal Skilled Worker. These 2 are Manitoba. This one is, wish my mouse didn't do that. Saskatchewan, Quebec. This is New Brunswick. This is Newfoundland, PEI, and okay, and a tab to the Microsoft formula page. So that's basically it. Yeah, so I walked through this, and in this the last thing I want to go was just quickly go over where we can get a little more information. So if you used a spreadsheet before, you've probably used a lookup formula. The XLOOKUP formula is one of the newer formulas. It's in Excel 365 and Excel 2021. I find it a little easier to read than previous versions of lookup formulas by Microsoft within Microsoft Excel. So I moved everything over to the XLOOKUP formula, and when you look at it, it is far easier to read when you have. Let me go back here. When you have something like this, yeah, if you're new to Excel, you still may say this is not easy to read, but at least with this lookup formula, you can see, you know, what cell value it's trying to look up. In this case, it's a birthday, where you're looking it up from, and what the value that you want to have returned. And it's as straightforward as that. So this is, I guess, you know, if I were to sequence this is like step 1. If you take the file, and again, I give it away for free. If you take this file for own use, you're going to want to understand how I've laid out everything. And so this Excel lookup formula is one of the basic building blocks of basically the entire file. And again, if you haven't noticed, I've got the federal programs: BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Atlantic, and the PEI and Newfoundland. Moving forward, I'll probably put in the other regional programs, and because I had it in my first version of this file. This is actually my third version, and I'm cleaning up as I go. So anyways, thank you very much for the time. Apologies, I rambled a little bit. I don't have a script for this one really, but I just wanted to reintroduce this file to anybody new. The video that I had on my old channel, well, it still applies, but for this particular topic, age, I don't think I really covered that well, because I jumped right into the formulas for the language scoring, and I use lookup formulas for that, and that is actually far more complicated than the age. So I'll probably do that one next, when I have time. I'm actually in the middle of the specialization program course, so whatever free time I have, I'm using to study for that. Anyways, thank you very much. I'll see you all soon. Take care. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll have the link in the bottom of the file. If you happen to be a immigrant wanting to come to Canada, if you have actually stuck around this long for reasons I have no idea, but again, I'll have a link to my affiliate code to the Canadian Immigration Institute. Thanks. Take care. See you all soon. Bye.